Hello, my name is Heather Rummings. I am a senior theater arts major at BU, and I wrote a play called Oedipus University Student. It's a parody of Oedipus Rex, and I directed it for my capstone over Zoom during our winter break, and is now on YouTube. Oedipus Rex is about a man named Oedipus, and he is told this prophecy by oracles, which are basically like priests that can speak to the gods and tell you things. Um, and the prophecy says he will kill his dad, marry his mom, and thereby creating disaster to his city and family. In his way of avoiding it, he kind of leaves this city that he thinks is his hometown and ends up going directly to the city where he's actually from. And then this prophecy actually happens. On his way, he kills his dad. Once he steps into the city, he is made king because he killed the bandits outside the city. And then he marries the queen and then has children with her, and then years later is like figures out that he was the one that killed the king, and that's why the plague is happening. So my inspiration for writing this play was because I always found the story ironically funny in a way, because he kind of just, instead of avoiding this and like figuring out how to avoid this prophecy, he ends up just ignoring a bunch of people and just going right into that and doing it. And I was just found that was I always thought that was really funny. So I decided to write a parody of it and see what would happen if I set Oedipus into university in the 21st century. And then I kind of just started playing around with the characters and the world and how all of that would affect the story and change it. And then there is my play. So I think what was very exciting about directing this myself was I just wanted to be able to see the vision all the way through that I had when I was writing it. And so it was really cool to have the opportunity to direct it and see that going through, talk to designers, talk to the actors, and like kind of bring this to life in a way. Obviously, I wrote this not with the pandemic in mind. I wrote it almost 2 years ago, and it was before COVID happened. So I wrote it for the stage and to be in person. So a challenge was trying to get it to still be as effective on Zoom. And that just dealt with a lot of, you know, dealing with blocking and trying to make it still just as meaningful and, deciding what needs to stay and what doesn't need to for Zoom, because you don't see much. And like, even though they're standing, you're only seeing from the waist up. So it was a lot of adjusting, and it was a really interesting process, a different process for me, honestly, for directing and being a playwright. This also was the first full-length play I've ever written, so it was really exciting in that way, and equally as terrifying. But yeah, I definitely think directing something during a pandemic is kind of difficult in and of itself. Um, Definitely with using Zoom, and then dealing with the fact that you're doing it over a break, so everyone has jobs and they're in their own places, and like I can't give my actors things. We had to deal with their own wardrobe and what they had on hand for props, so that was an adjustment to make. And yeah, I think just overall the like challenge was trying to get the vision as close to what I want it to be with what we could actually do. um, what I was hoping to get out of the project overall, though, was just learning something new, which is blocking on Zoom, which I definitely think I've learned something new with that. Learning how to roll with the punches when it comes to wanting to do a production, because who knows if a pandemic will happen again? Who knows how long this pandemic will be? So learning how to deal with that and still want to make art and do it successfully, I think, is definitely something I learned, and just I was hoping to just expand my knowledge on things, and generally become a better director, and like become a better playwright, because a lot of things change when you hear other people read your words, and also a lot of things change when you have to switch your own thinking to a director and not a playwright. So I definitely learned a lot in that process, and just that was kind of what I was hoping to do, is just to learn a lot more and expand my knowledge and get better at what I was doing and still create art and do what I love. So I hope you enjoyed the trailer. So thank you.
kill his dad, marry his mom. And then it says something like he stabs his eyes out and shit. Damn, that's some messed up shit. Charming, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oedipus.
Dr. Pickett needs to see you in their office.
You are expelled.
What?
Dude, watch where you're walking, Mr. Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Aren't you like, a bit old?
Excuse me? Who says there's an age limit?
If you a sniffloozling with this hooligan, I swear.
Excuse me?
God, I hate him. Ever since she had that child.
What?
You are being a prick.
Is Rick the only word you can think of?
My secret ingredient?
And what's that?
POT, baby. Pot.
Oedipus.
What kind of a name is that?
I was named after the Greek legend.
Wow, your parents must really hate you.
Why would they hate me?
You know.